Okay, happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful women out there and men. So happy Mother's Day. I just thought I'd give you guys a quick update on what's been going on. First of all, I just want to introduce you to this little guy. He's 18 pounds of mean fun. Hope that focus. But anyway, that's my new kettlebell. Actually, I've had it for probably about 2 months now. And so I'm getting into more strength training. And I still got a little bit of work to do as far as learning all the techniques and the proper way to use the kettlebells. But nonetheless, I'm headed in that direction. So I told you guys in my last video that I have a gym membership now. And so I've been going about 2 days a week. Baldy and I have kind of worked out a schedule so that I can go before work and then sometimes after work. And then because we carpool, there are going to be a few days when I'm going to drive to work and he's going to go and play basketball after work, which is good. So he's playing basketball now about 3 days a week as opposed to 2 or none if it rains on the weekends. So so we're both kind of staying active in that respect. What else is going on? Yesterday, I went to my favorite hiking trail, and I really like running there because there's so many obstacles, there's so many dips and things that you have to deal with when you're running or walking, and it's a really good workout. So I wanted to get an idea of what it's going to be like to walk 6 miles, since I have this 10K coming up on June 7th, so that's not very far away, and I'm running maybe 3 days a week, not killing myself, I mean, I'm not there to be number one, I'm not trying to win it, I just want to complete it. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to finish it, but, and maybe I'm selling myself short, I definitely think it sounds like that, but, there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't even try to run a 10K, let alone a 5K, or do a 1 mile, and the fact that, I'm bumping it up to that next level and moving past the 5Ks for the most part, it feels good just to be able to make it to this point. So as far as my progress yesterday, the first 3 miles were killer, mainly because it's starting to get hot here, and in North Carolina it's very, very humid around this time of the year, especially June, July. It could be damn near life-threatening to be out here, running and trying to stay active outdoors in humidity. So because all of the trees are creating this canopy to kind of create this greenhouse effect, and it's kind of hard to run when you can barely breathe. So I was struggling for the first 3 miles, and that was just walking. Like I wasn't even really trying to run. But near the last part of my 3rd mile, I started running a little bit, and for some reason I just got this burst of energy, and I started walking, running, doing interval training for the last 3 miles, and the last 3 miles were actually really good. Like I felt like I got a really good workout, and I felt more confident about going into this race. So I'm looking forward to it now. And so about 2 days a week, I get to the gym, get on the treadmill, and that's kind of just to gauge how fast I'm going, and you know, just to make sure that my posture and my speed and my stamina, that I'm able to monitor that. Because I started using this using this program that I found in Self magazine. And as part of that drop 10, lose 10 pounds in like 5 weeks program that I'm supposed to be doing, which I'm semi on track and not on track, kind of doing my own thing. But anyway, so with this particular workout program, what you do is, well, their scale of intensity is like, they consider 5 to 6 miles, 5 to 6 miles per hour. That's running. I'm sorry, that's jogging. Running is 7 to 8 miles per hour. And then you have sprinting, which is 9 to 10. And then your super sprints are from 10 and up. So I started, the first day that I did this, I was running at 5, and I said, okay, you know, I'm pretty comfortable running around, you know, 5 or whatever. So I was like, well, I'm going to start sprinting. Let me sprint now. And so I turned the treadmill up to 7, and I was about to die. You know, it was just, I mean, it was a huge difference. And to do that even for 30 seconds, I mean, you wake your body up doing that. And I realized that I wasn't sprinting. I was actually running. And so the idea of sprinting to crank that treadmill up to a level 9, 9 miles per hour, I couldn't do it. Not just because, you know, it was tough, like I attempted it, but also running at that intensity, you better make sure you're wearing the right clothes. So my pants started to come down, and it was a mess. And you know, I'm around other people and trying to pull up my pants and trying to run at the same time, and then I don't want to bust my ass. And so I just said, you know what, I'll save that workout for a day early in the morning, maybe when there's not that many people in the gym, and I won't look like an ass. So anyway, I'm sticking with that. I'm still trying to stay active every day. Yesterday was a really good day for me. I got about I think I maybe got about 16,000 steps in. So I was very proud. I'm pretty competitive with my Fitbit community. So if any of you guys are on Fitbit, look me up, add me, and you know, let's go at it. I am pretty competitive there. I'm still not. I've never been number 1 on my side. You know, maybe on someone else's friends list or something, I'm number 1, but I don't know. But it's kind of cool. You know, you get to see how active you are throughout the day. Depending on what kind of Fitbit you have, you also get to see how many steps you're climbing, what your sleeping patterns are like. You know, there's a lot of cool ways to monitor your activities throughout the day. So if you're into that kind of thing, into numbers and knowing every single calorie you're burning and every single step and all the miles and things that you're running or walking, I definitely would recommend investing in a Fitbit, or I think there's like a Nike Flex or something like that. You know, I like these a lot better because in the past I tried to get pedometers and all that stuff. Pedometers. And I always had a hard time setting them up, and you know, with Fitbit, there's really not very much setup. You just log on to your account. You can also you can sync all this information with your computer and with your phone, depending on what kind of program you have. I think some of them may or may not be able to sync with Androids. I'm not for sure. Don't take my word for it, but look it up. You know, and you know, if you've been thinking about it, stop thinking about it and get one. Trust me, you will not regret getting one. Let's see, what else? So, I mean, I think you guys are up to date now on some of the stuff I'm doing. As far as eating, I have been doing a lot better with eating. The last I checked, I am down 1 pound, which my goal is to lose 5 pounds by the end of this month, so I still have about 4 more pounds to lose. Today really is not a very good eating day, mainly because I've made the choice to eat whatever I want to. I just, consciously made that decision to not really worry so much about counting calories and stuff today. And I haven't really been counting calories so much as writing everything down and logging it, but I make a mental note. Like if I know that I'm eating 5 times a day, and if I had 400 calories for breakfast, or say if I had oatmeal, which is about 150, and then I had, say, almond milk, which is probably about another 50 or 60 calories, then right there I'm looking at 200. So if I add a banana for about another 100, that's 300. I may add some walnuts or something for about another 50 calories, so that's 350 calories. So it's just doing basic, simple math. It's kind of like blocking out your calories for each meal. And then I don't think about writing everything down. If I know that if I had that for breakfast, and then if I'm looking at 300 calories for breakfast, and then if I have 200 calories for a mid-morning snack, and then if I have like 400 calories for lunch, then, I don't want to overcomplicate it, basically, because in the long run, I don't want to count calories for the rest of my life. I don't want to live that way where I can't eat certain foods because, I've already eaten 1,700 calories. For me, that's going to drive me crazy. I did it when I first started losing weight 10 years ago, and it was fine then when I had the discipline and I had the patience, but now, not so much. Sorry, there's mosquitoes out here. Now I don't really have that patience, so I know what works for me and what doesn't. And I know that when I'm eating a bunch of junk food and a lot of sugar, and I know that tipping point of when I'm doing well and I'm losing weight, I can feel it. Even the way that I think is completely different when I'm losing weight, and I know that I'm on the right track. I know when, like today, I know today is going to be, even though I didn't go too crazy as far as eating, but as far as eating cleaner food, I was eating a lot more junk than I normally would. So I know that today is one of those days when it's like, you're off track. Like you're getting closer and closer to being extremely off track, but you're definitely not where you were yesterday when you were eating, much, much better. So let's reel it in. Let's get rid of the junk food that you're bringing in the house, because that's the problem. And then we're going to be on track again. And I know that that's how I work. But then again, I don't think there's anything wrong with maybe splurging a little bit every once in a while, but you definitely don't want that to be a habit. And you also don't want to do that, maybe not at all, when you're training for a 10K or a marathon or something like that. Nutrition is so important when you're doing these kind of things. So don't take my advice in that respect. If you don't have the urge to snack on a bunch of junk food and stuff like that, then don't do it. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay on track. But if you ever get that urge and it's just uncontrollable, and you want to have a little bit of cake, or you want to have a little bit of something, don't kill yourself because you have a bite of cake. It's okay. But don't do it the next day. Don't keep adding on to it. And, know where you are throughout your entire process. Don't just bury yourself in a book and ideas of what your diet is supposed to be like just because, you saw it in a book, or you read it in a book, or somebody else did it. You have to listen to your body and find out what works for you. And, think about the long run. Where do you want to be even 3 months from now, even 2 weeks from now, as far as the decisions that you're making about your health and your exercising and, overall in general, where do you want to be and how do you get there? Sometimes I think about things in reverse, and that helps me. So, I don't know. Like, ideally, I would like to eat vegetarian 80% of the time, and then vegan 10% of the time, and then the rest of it, it's just whatever, do what you want to do. I like that balance. I like feeling not restricted, but feeling like I can enjoy the best of all worlds, So that's where I stand as far as that goes. And you know, again, as far as my nutrition and things like that, as always, is the one thing that I always have to work on. Some people are really disciplined when it comes to that kind of stuff once they get their mind set. Me, on the other hand, I'm a rebel, and you know, sometimes I get myself in trouble thinking that I can have everything, and even though the idea of having everything in moderation is probably what you should follow, sometimes I do get myself in trouble because, you know, I say I'll do it just today, and then I'll do it again tomorrow, and then I'll do it again after that. And so, you know, having self-control and discipline is extremely important, is what I'm trying to say. So, I don't want to keep rambling, but what else do I have going on? So, I'm trying to stay active every day, and some days are more deliberate where, like I said, I'm going to the gym and working out. I am considering getting a personal trainer, and especially to help me with these kettlebell workouts. Unfortunately, my gym doesn't have kettlebells, so I have to bring my own, but that's okay. And, you know, hopefully I'll find someone who can work with me on that. Let's see. But yeah, so I'm going to be running and trying to incorporate some strength training into my workouts. Today I didn't really do a workout since I ran walk those 6 miles yesterday, actually probably 6.5 miles yesterday, and my thighs are incredibly sore. I mean, I'm at the point where I have to hold onto the wall and onto the doorknob just to sit on the toilet in the morning. So I'm telling you, but it's a good feeling. I'm not complaining at all. I worked my butt off yesterday, so this feels like strength in my legs. So it's a good feeling. But you know, today I decided to just wash my car, call that a little workout, stay active. I'm gonna get my stuff ready for tomorrow morning. So I have to get up at 5 in the morning so that I can be at the gym early and get dressed there and then go to work. So that's how my Mondays are going to be from now on. So I'm going to be getting in the bed pretty early on Sundays, after Game of Thrones, of course, so maybe not that early. And then, you know, I'll let you guys know how this new workout schedule and working slash not carpooling, driving to the gym and stuff early in the morning is working out, because I haven't done this in so long. So it's going to be difficult trying to get into bed on time and, you know, not staying up and making sure that everything is prepped beforehand. So this week is definitely about planning ahead and not falling behind. So with that said, I am going to get away from these mosquitoes and take my booty in the house and get dinner ready, get my stuff ready for tomorrow, and yeah, so I hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday, and you know, I hope you guys, those of you out there who are mothers, I hope you had an awesome Mother's Day, and yeah, you know, it's time to get the work week on. Whew, sorry. Yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great weekend and a great day. So I'm going to end the video there and try to get myself situated for the week. So anyway, take care.